Hi everyone! Welcome to Brown Girls Happy Hour. Today we are going to make a gin cocktail inspired by a really famous female author. And now let's wait for Daman before we start. Okay, she is here. I am joining. Okay, waiting. Yes.
Hello.
Hi Daman.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's so
Good.
chilly.
I know all of a sudden winter's here.
I know, yeah, it's crazy. But it's also fun because this is a time to, just put a blanket and just read a book. And that's
Oh,
it.
I know, it's my favorite time. Just, any excuse to just sit under the blanket with your book or whatever, coffee.
Yeah. Yes.
So, how are you today with the current climate of politics?
I am beyond excited, I'm beyond happy. Especially because this whole last week has been so stressful, who's going to come into power. And now that it's been decided, it's such a relief, right?
I know relief is the word that comes to mind that, we will be able to get that person out of office finally.
That was the whole agenda, right? To just
Yeah.
get him out of the White House.
Yeah, nobody cared much about the leader of other party so much, other than let's get this person out. We'll take it one step at a time.
Yes. Yeah, and that is actually, I don't know, I feel like it's an unpopular opinion, but I'm not so excited that Biden came to power either, but I'm excited for Kamala Harris. This is the first
Hmm.
time a woman has become a vice president, is in the office, and that's so great, right?
Yeah, I mean it's one for history and also it's a representation for women of color. So definitely I'm here for that. And
Yeah.
speaking of Biden, yeah, I'm also not like super excited for him, but I guess, pick your poison. He's better than Trump.
That's true. And like, even when you saw, I don't know if you saw the debate, but in the presidential debate as well, like neither Trump nor Biden made any good points that would, make me feel like, okay, so he's the right leader. But I was like, okay, so at least, Kamala Harris is in power. And who knows, in the next 4 years, maybe she becomes the president. That would
Yeah,
be really history. That would be history.
I mean, Kamala Harris is her own topic because, when it comes to politics, you have to dig deeper to see what kind of policies each person has. And Kamala Harris also has some history with like wrong choices or unpopular choices, I would say. So we'll see what happens with that. For now, I'm just celebrating that, that orange food is going to be out.
Wonderful, yeah. So let's get into the drink.
Yeah, we have to celebrate with a cocktail, of course.
Yes, of course.
So today we are making a cocktail that's inspired by an author because this is Brown Girls Read, and definitely there has to be an author inspiring a drink for us. But before making the drink, Kathy, do you want to tell the ingredients?
Yes, so this is a super simple drink. It's a three ingredient cocktail. You literally just need like one alcohol, gin or vodka, choose which one you like. And you would need a little bit of simple syrup and lime juice, and that's it.
But there's one trick. So Ursula Guin's most famous book is The Left Hand of Darkness. So you can only make this drink with your left hand, and that's what we are gonna
Oh
try to
my
do.
The last time I used left hand, it was never. I have never used my left hand.
Well, make history, Kathy. Do it today.
Yeah, this is the week of making history. So why not? Let's start.
Okay, so I have my glass here. And so it says for 2 ounces of gin,
Mhm.
spilled some, and then about 1 ounce of lime juice, and 3/4 ounce of simple syrup, and then just mix it. And the recipe also on like the bottom note said that in the book The Left Hand of Darkness, there's a ritual of adding blood to some of the stones or something. I don't know. So the way you do it is you can have a tiny pomegranate ice cube. So I made a really tiny one because I didn't have much time. So it's like a drop of blood that I threw in there. So not a
Oh,
lot of red, but just like a tiny bit. So you see how it is.
oh wow.
Yeah. So it's like
That is
extra
so
touch.
pretty.
I just had some pomegranate juice. So I was like, might as well use it here.
Oh, that's
All right.
amazing.
So cheers also with left hand.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. That's not left hand, Kathy.
This is my left hand.
Are you sure? I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all flipped. It's kind of confusing. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers. Oh, this is so strong. Wow.
Yes. Strong
Yeah.
is the word.
Yes. Also,
It's like,
my simple syrup had not, gotten cold yet. So it's still
hmm,
like hot water with sugar, basically.
oh God. You know what I did? Because we were making drinks so often, I made like a bottle of simple syrup and kept in the fridge because I hated
Mm,
making it every single time.
that's a good idea. That's a life hack. Okay, I'm going to do this.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like this red color in it. I
Yeah.
think that's my favorite part.
Does it have any taste to it?
Very little, because I also didn't even put it in the entire ice cube thing. I just made like a very thin layer of it because I knew we were making the drink soon and I didn't have time to let it freeze the entire cube. So I was like, just for the color, I'm gonna do a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. So let's talk about the woman that this is dedicated to.
Yes.
Yeah. So her name is Ursula K, and she is a really famous female author, and a lot of her books that she wrote are from the sci-fi genre. And I have never actually read her book. So
Me
it's,
either.
yeah, like but it's surprising to me that, a woman sci-fi author, like I have never heard of that.
Yeah, and she is also from a different generation, right? So I think at that point, she was basically in a male-dominated society. Because
Yeah.
sci-fi in general has always been a very, male-centric, whether it's readership or it's authors, both of them have been male most of the time. So I
Yeah.
think that was ahead of her time. But I didn't know this, but she's written all kinds of books. Like she's also done children's books and she's also done like stories and other fiction and non-fiction and essays, which is amazing, like to be that versatile.
Yeah, right. I know. And I'm excited. I'm now excited to read her book. I'm going to add it to my TBR.
Actually, I heard about her a few months ago, I think, and I added a bunch of her books to my list. But as you know, my list is so long, I never get to the bottom of it. It's a real problem.
We're all there with you. Naman, you're not alone.
Like I'm now scared of going to the home page of Goodreads because it always gives you recommendations or what your friends are reading and all that. And I'm like, I cannot. I already have like 700 books or something in my to be read file, and I've never gone. And my and that's not the physical bookshelf I have. At my home, I probably have 50 books on it, which I've not touched.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you'll get there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Keep the hope alive. This is the week of hope.
Thanks, thanks.
Yeah. And so on
But
that,
uh, yeah, interestingly, I was thinking on the note of my pile, it still does not have any science fiction.
yeah. Yes, exactly. Like I said, I have the last time I read science
Hi,
fiction was
Hannah.
actually. Oh, hi, Hannah. Thank you. Last time I read science fiction was like probably in school, I guess.
Yeah, I just remember Dan Brown books being very famous about
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
like 10, 12 years, maybe more. I don't remember. But yeah, those were the only books I read.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so that's why I think we should start reading some, Ursula Guin's book now.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check her book out. Not just because it's science fiction or because she's famous and celebrated. What really struck to me was that her books, even though science fiction, they have elements of gender and feminism in it, which Sounds very interesting. Like to see someone weave all those topics together. I just want to see how that happens.
Yeah, right. And on that note, who are your other favorite female authors? Or like, yeah, favorite female authors.
I think I read a lot of female authors, honestly. One is why I want to like support female authors because again, I feel like this can also be a male-dominated society, not society, male-dominated industry sometimes. And secondly, I feel like I relate more to when how female authors write the experiences of women versus how men
Right.
write them. Um, but to name one, I think I would name another brown girl, Jhumpa Lahiri. I don't know if you have read her books, but or maybe even if you watch the movie Namesake. I
Yeah.
just love that book. And
Yeah.
she even her other books, I really like how mature her writing is. The way she can just write these very complicated gray characters that you can understand everyone's point of view and there's no right or wrong. Like there's
Yeah.
definitely right or wrong, but people are not right or wrong. It's just very situational, and that's
Yes.
how life is. That's why I
Yeah.
love her books.
Yeah, my dream is to get Jhumpa Lahiri on our episode one. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, I wish, man. I don't think I would be able to ask her questions. I would just go like a total fangirl.
Yeah, that would be a silent episode. Like we just look at all her. But I think one of my favorite female authors is also a brown author. I just recently read her book, and actually, thanks to you, you recommended that we put it on the podcast. And I was like, I really love it now. Shobha Rao, Girls One Writer. I loved her writing. Like, she has become my favorite author, and I'm going to read more of her book going forward.
I know, and I think that was very strong writing in that book. Like the topic
Mm.
itself is not easy to read, forget easy to write. And then on top of it, there were some scenes she had written which were so vivid and real. And I just kept thinking, like, how did she get the strength to like visualize all of it and then like put it to paper in that way?
Yeah, I know. I agree. Like her writing was super mature. And also it was realistic as well.
Yeah.
The picture she painted of India and this issues that she brought up in her novel, like it was mind-blowing. It was really good.
But like I told you, I wish there was like little bit of less realistic towards the end, like the whole Dhoom Tanana effect.
I think that was me. That was me getting in your mind. Be like,
Probably. Yeah, now if someone mentions that book, I do hear that Dhoom Tanana you did. It's stuck in there forever.
sorry, sorry, Shobha. Okay, I think we have. Do you have any other questions?
I'm not interviewing you, Kathy, but I do think that's all I had for today.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think this is a pretty strong drink as it is, and as you can see, I am getting a little bit tipsy.
Okay, then I should let you go.
Yes.
All right, guys. We hope you make this drink. And it's so easy to make. So I'm pretty sure if you don't have gin, you must have vodka. So make it and celebrate this week of hope with us.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.